Aesthetics. They're all around us, whether online, in magazines, in music videos, art, books, etc. But like many things, with so many aesthetics, there are some that fell out of favor due to changing times and tastes. Here are some aesthetics that went extinct, if you want to call it that. What I mean by extinct is not really that they'll never be seen again, but they're not as popular as they once were. Well, Witskia Goth is a style that bridges the middle ground between emo and goth. It was a very popular style on websites such as MySpace and DeviantArt. The common visuals are dolls, dark colors, grunge effects, and blood. It has a bit of a dark fantasy vibe. When the name was first coined on TikTok last year, people kept mentioning places where they saw it and where it was relevant. It isn't really trendy anymore, as alternative artists online tend to go for simpler styles, but as more research is done on it, like I have been doing, it may have a revival sometime in the future. This one you likely already know from your mom's dieting book, but this aesthetic was popular throughout the 2000s among middle-aged women who are its target audience. It emphasizes materialism, and its most common motifs are design cues from the 1960s, curly patterns, fur, shopping, snarky jokes related to alcoholism, and shoes, I guess. This one may not be entirely gone, since not much is really known about it, and it's still likely being researched, but it likely fell out of favor due to being seen as garish, outdated, or tacky. Also inspired a similar style directed at a younger audience later, which I may cover in another video. This one is much older than the last two I covered, but it's one of my favorites to say the least. The common visuals are geese, quilts, and dollhouses. Safe to say that this might be one of the earliest forms of cottagecore. It's also been referred to online as the 1980s Prairie Revival. It fell out of favor sometime in the 1990s to make room for the more natural and authentic styles the decade had. That closes out today's video on aesthetics. Once I do more research and know how to do it better, I might make more videos like this if I find enough interesting topics to talk about. The sources to these aesthetics will be linked in the description below.